Welcome back, everybody, to the Daily Dizzle. It is Friday, August 5th, 2011. Tommy Dizzlemits back from vacation. Hopefully you guys didn't miss us too much in your break. I know that there's some of you out there who actually are entertained by these. So, you know, when we go on vacation unexpectedly, you kind of, oh, get sad, oh. But, we're back. I just didn't feel like talking about Harry Potter. It blew through opening weekend record, opening day record, highest grossing Harry Potter in America. Grossed over $1 billion worldwide, going to be the highest grossing Harry Potter series. There, I've said every fucking thing that I'm going to need to say about Harry Potter. Now I never have to talk about it again because Harry Potter's dead! Yay! Not only with Harry Potter mania in full swing, but on top of that, week after Captain America came out, it performed just like every other superhero movie this summer, where it wasn't the huge $100 million range, but still, you know, it was good to make some money. On top of that, then last weekend, Cowboys and Aliens, which was never tracking that good. I was telling everyone that if they really wanted to sell some tickets, they probably should have just called it Indiana Jones versus James Bond at the Wild Wild West with aliens. At least if they called it that, everyone would know the reasons to go see the movie. As is, you just saw, oh, it's a Western and it's an alien movie. There have been way too many alien movies out where now they kind of peak at like a $30 million opening around that range. And the Westerns have just never been that strong. And that's why instead of being a huge #1 opening last week, it barely squeaked by the Smurfs. Meanwhile, everyone wants to hate on the Smurfs, but it seems like it's the latest in the Alvin and the Chipmunks type of movies where they're not the greatest in the world, but kids will watch them and love them, and the adults can be nostalgic. So now we're in August, the last month of the summer box office. Doesn't look like there's any huge movies coming out this month. Obviously this weekend, the biggest movie of the month, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a huge success story. Years ago when they remade Planet of the Apes, it opened huge, but then had real bad word of mouth because it was the same damn movie, just a slightly different ending. At least Rise of the Planet of the Apes, despite the fact that it's a prequel and everyone knows how the story ends, at least it has the benefit of, oh, it's got the Lord of the Rings special effects and all that crap. And the one thing I really don't understand is they're hyping how, oh, he didn't use chimps, and, you know, it was only people and actors and suits on sets. So while Fox will have the blessing of PETA in releasing this movie, on the other hand, am I the only one who watches the commercials and the trailers and thinks, oh, you know, this could be a good movie, except for the fact that all the chimps look really, really fake. I mean, King Kong looked more realistic than the monkeys in this movie. Meanwhile, you also have the switch-up hitting theaters with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman looking to capitalize on the goodwill of R-rated comedies that have come out this summer. So far, 5 have either come close or crossed $100 million, so a little bit of a renaissance for R-rated humor at this time. Ryan Reynolds, of course, coming off the Green Lantern, which might have opened huge, but didn't end up panning out as expected. Though they are still doing a sequel, it just didn't make a huge amount of money. On top of that, Jason Bateman's coming off of Horrible Bosses, which was the last R-rated comedy to cross $100 million. People are pointing to the fact that the Fuck Buddy movie last weekend, Friends with Benefits, didn't make a lot of money. Oh, and it was rated R. Oh. That's not the fact that, oh, it's an R-rated movie coming out too late in the summer. That's the fact that it's an R-rated movie coming out that looks like a remake of another R-rated movie that came out 6 months earlier. So if you have two movies like Friends with Benefits and No Strings Attached, which are the same damn film, of course the one that comes out later is going to be negatively affected by it. No different than any time you see, like, Transformers come out on DVD, and then one of the direct-to-video Transmorphers comes out right next to it. It's just trying to confuse the shit out of you. And some of you are going to be dumb and you're going to fall for the trick. I will say I'm probably the one most looking forward to this movie, and a lot of the reviews have been negative so far, but there was actually a quote in one of the negative reviews that sold me on the film even more. Pretty much said that if Tucker Max humor is too mature for you, then The Switch Up is the movie for you. Personally, anytime I pick up I Hope There's a Beer in Hell or Assholes Finish First and I just open to a random page, I can't put the goddamn book down. It's just amazing to me. I think it's hilarious, even if it is ridiculous and mature, whatever. That's what The Switch Up is looking to be like, a live version of a Tucker Max book. There's your preview of the weekend box office. Rise of the Planet of the Apes will rule the bunch. Switch Up hopefully will save some face and not be the biggest bomb out of the R-rated comedy so far this summer. The Smurfs is going to look to edge ahead of Cowboys and Aliens in their second weekend, and Captain America is hopefully going to hang on to its top 5 spot, so Marvel can be like, yay, the Avengers are kind of successful. But we'll have the full rundown of the actuals on Monday. Before we go, we just want to thank everyone who chooses to view these videos, who've gone through some of our other content. If you go to our channel, youtube.com/Dizzlemits, we have some movie highlights. We've got clips from shows we go to. All of that has helped us get over 100,000 views altogether in the past year. So just wanted to say thanks for that. That is my time for today. Be sure to check back Monday through Friday next week, where we'll be back on our regular schedule. On top of that, Thursday we'll be celebrating 100 episodes, and we'll make the switch over to HD. So keep it tuned here. There's a lot going on. You don't want to miss any of it. For the Daily Dizzle, I'm Tommy Dizzlemits. We'll see you guys back here next week.